Going in. You're good to go.
Hmm?
You're good to
Yeah,
go.
yeah. Nice.
Easy dodge.
That's
Easy
nice.
dodge. I'm firing. I'm hitting.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit. Hey, you're alive. Welcome to Journey Across Bolivia episode 3. In this episode we are visiting Kawani and the Uyuni Salt Lake. The Salt Desert, also known as Salar de Tenupa, is one of the most inhospitable places. Uyuni Salt Lake is the largest salt desert on Earth with a range of 10,000 square kilometers and is located in the Daniel Campos province near the Andes at an elevation of 12,000 feet above sea level. Many prehistoric lakes existed in this area 40,000 years ago. Over time, all of them evaporated and transformed the location to what we know it for today. It is covered by meters of salt crust, which serves as a source of salt and covers a pool of brine and lithium. It is famous for its clear sky and exceptional flatness of an elevation average of only 1 meter over the entire area. On a side note, the exceptional flatness is used by many space agencies for calibrating the altimeters of Earth observation satellites, and when it rains, it transforms the flat into the world's largest mirror with a span of 129 kilometers across. Despite the inhospitable surroundings, the flat also serves as the prime breeding ground for several species of flamingos. Over the years, the desert became a major tourist attraction and hikers from all around the world visit this area and get lost in the dreamy otherworldly sight of Salar de Tenupa. Even filmmakers can't deny the attraction of Kawani, and the desert was featured in the movies Salt and Fire and Star Wars The Last Jedi as the planet Crate. Our first destination is a train cemetery right next to the salt desert. It is famous for its strange beauty, and even street artists from around the world can't stop themselves to pay a visit and leave their mark on the abandoned trains. I'm standing here right now in the ruins of the former town called Uyuni. It was once a booming town playing the role of a transport hub for trains carrying minerals to the Pacific Ocean ports in the west. After the mid-1900s, mining slowly declined and the trains were abandoned outside of Uyuni, forming a strange train cemetery lost among the beautiful and desolated landscapes of Uyuni Salt Lake. It is now a major tourist attraction despite the fact that the town is now less than a shadow of its former glory. But don't think you can just freely go to the Uni Train Cemetery without any guide provided by Santa Blanca. I called a friend to help me get in touch with a cartel member who was willing to guide me.
Hey, no problem. I got the perfect guy.
Unfortunately, this guide was not in the mood to show me around, and we've only passed a few murals.
Okay, hombre, this is the end of the tour.
But why? What's over there?
That is none of your business, hombre. You should definitely not go see what's over there.
And with that, I turned around and left the train cemetery. But the sudden ending caught my suspicion. I heard rumors about terrible activities around these parts and I decided to use a drone as soon as I was out of sight. And what I have found just confirmed the stories of the local population. At the very southern part of the train cemetery you will find a mass grave dug by the cartel to dump the dead bodies of abducted people from all around Kawani. A lot of them were people forced to work in mines under inhumane conditions until they die of exhaustion. Others who ended up here are people deemed by Santa Blanca as too difficult to work with, like community leaders who stood up against Santa Blanca, or journalists who refused to fall in line to spread El Sueño's propaganda. The cartel took them all and sacrificed the non-compliant to Santa Muerte. Close to the former trade hub I found a very special place, an over 1,000 years old ritual spot used by traveling healers known to the locals as Colorwire. I'm standing here right now at one of many shamanistic ritual sites. They are common all across Mexico and South America. And the healers, also known as Colorwires, practice their physical and mental healings while traveling from town to town. And their medicine they practice is roughly 1,000 years old, maybe even a bit older, which means it predates the Inca culture. And the medicine they practice is based on natural properties of plants, animals, and minerals from the Andes, plus a typical constellation. Now fasten your seatbelts, guys. A typical constellation includes music, dances, the use of talismans, and the consumption of, well, coca leaves. Because of the millennia-old tradition, this group of healers developed their own language and even their own cosmogony, which is some sort of a belief system parallel to cosmology, which isn't a belief system, which is a factual science actually. And their belief system and the language itself is also acknowledged by the UNESCO. The Colorwire, for example, knew how to effectively prevent malaria with quinine, a compound chemical isolated from the bark of the cinchona tree, way before the Europeans, by the way. Quinine is also used to treat lupus and arthritis. Treatment of malaria with quinine marks the very first known use of a chemical compound to treat an infectious disease. Also, in 2006, the WHO no longer recommends quinine as the first-line treatment for malaria because there are other more effective substances with much fewer side effects. It is still on the WHO's list of essential medicines and is still recommended in cases of medical shortages or areas with low accessibility to modern medicines. Another fun fact: quinine is also the ingredient in tonic water that gives it a bitter taste, and with the side effect of heavy headaches, I understand now why I always feel like shit after a night of drinking gin and tonic. At least now I have a perfect excuse for being a crybaby the day after. It's fascinating to learn about the history and the rituals of these traveling healers. They were well respected in every region, and even after the rise of the Inca Empire, their leaders welcomed them with open arms and allowed them to perform their unique rituals to the population. The Colorwire were men leaving their homes to heal the sick people, not because out of a religious belief, but because they chose to be a healer. They chose to get out and help people, even when it means they will never see their homes and family again. Just a stone throw away from the train cemetery lies the vast salt desert. Its desolated and barren landscape gives the desert an otherworldly appearance, because the salt flat is, well, You guess it, pretty flat. Santa Blanca decided to build an airbase to fly goods like military hardware in and out of Bolivia. You can see heavily guarded convoys on a daily basis, transporting goods from or to the airbase, passing many Unidad checkpoints and forward operation bases along the main route to the inland. Santa Blanca also uses alternative jump-offs for the drug trade. Makeshift runways and abandoned huts to store tons of Bolivian white aren't an uncommon sight. Locals even say in some areas the ground is white because of the spilled cocaine.
Alright boys, I'm riding here this dirt bike now, and with this dirt bike I will demonstrate the exceptional flatness of this salt lake, which is pretty flat as some might guess. You can technically jump off the bike and the bike will just keep on driving without you and won't fall to the side. Here, let me show you. And well, it was too bad. Let's do this again. Alright. Nope. Here we go. It only took a while, but yeah. The Uni Salt Lake is pretty flat. Yeah, here we go. Bike stopped. See? the Uni Salt Lake is exceptionally flat. Even a non-piloted bike can just keep on driving without falling to the side. It's fantastic, right? At least I'm very impressed by this.
Our journey ends here for now, but I will definitely come back to the Kouani region and explore the mountainous area another day. But before I end this episode, I have a very special treat for you. I was invited to witness a stage performance of a Unidad special operative who is also specialized in stand-up comedy. Please enjoy.
Hello! Let's get straight into the jokes. What do you do when your rebel throws a grenade at you? You pull the pinner and throw it back. Why do Bolivian mummies never take a day off? They're afraid to unwind. Have you ever been in an elevator full of clowns? It's funny on a couple of levels. Speaking of levels, what does your wife and Super Mario have in common? Both like to run around on shrooms and get down on every other pipe. I've got to be somewhere else. I'm here every other Wednesday. So, catch you all later. Thanks for coming. I'm out, yo.
Alright guys, this is it for now. This episode took a long time to finish because I wasn't happy with the first version of it. It took me countless sleepless nights to rewrite the script and until I was satisfied with the end product. My special thanks goes out to Haneko, Plume Serpent and Zombie Pillager. Without their contributions, this episode wouldn't be half as fun to make and only a quarter fun to watch probably. You can find their respective YouTube channels down below in the description under this video. Check them out. You might find something you like there, and if you do so, also leave a like and maybe hit the bell for the notification and shit. Also, special thanks, by the way, I always forget to mention this. A special thanks to everyone still playing this game and live streaming Ghost Recon Wildlands Ghost War PvP. I am subscribed to a lot of you guys, even though I'm not really participating in the chat because I'm probably the worst chat participant ever. Believe me, I'm there. I'm lurking in the dark, smoking weed and enjoying every single minute. But yeah, this is it for now. I hope the next episode won't take too long to drop, but like with this script, I already have scrapped the other scripts and I need to start from scratch again. But until then, I will enjoy my muffins over there. The work is done. I'm out. Peace. Peace. Uyuni was once a boom. Uyuni was once a bump. Uyuni was once a boomtown playing the role of a transport hub for trains carrying in 26. In 3, 2, 1. In 2006, the Who no longer. Not the Who, that's the band. In 2006, it is still on the WHO's list of essential medicines and is still recommended in cases of medical shortages in areas with low accessibility. After the rise of the Inca Empire. Rise of the Inca Empire. To learn about the history of the ritual, it's fascinating. The Colorwire were men leaving their homes, even when it means they will never see their house again. Their homes. They choose to get out and help people, even when it means they will leave their house. These hoes ain't loyal.